Yo, 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 what's going on, folks? ELTheGeek back once again, this time to give you guys some impressions of the PlayStation 4 controller. Now, I had the chance to previously use this at E3. Loved it then. There's been a few months between it since the last time I played, since the last time I was able to use a PlayStation 4 controller. So, we're going to jump into that in a second. But first, let me show you guys, just for the sake of it, I didn't want to do a unboxing. I'm just going to do, to show you guys the back of the box. This is it. This is what it looks like. That is the front. It does not come with a micro USB cable, but those are relatively cheap, and you can, still use them whichever way. Now, for my purposes of being able to use this, I was able to use this on the PS3. I think you can also use it on PC as well, but I don't have any PC games I can use it on, so in that case it really doesn't matter for me at all. But I was able to use this on Battlefield 3. I was able to move around the Battlefield 4 beta, so that tells me good things. I put quite a decent amount of time into Final Fantasy 14. I ran a couple of instances, and everything worked just like a charm. Now, one thing I can say is just everything about this controller, in my opinion, is pretty much just an upgrade of just a large upgrade. The regular PS3 controller, which I don't have in front of me at this moment, because I have no idea where it is, in my opinion, it was very small. One of the things that just came out recently, I actually saw it on Reddit, was that this, the difference between the buttons is on the regular PS3 controller, it's wider. So the distance between the square and circle is farther between than it is for the triangle and the X. It's pretty interesting, but that's something I didn't know at all. But just the hands-on feel of it is just everything just wraps. It's not really going to show up here at all nicely, but just the placement of everything, it's winged. Well, winged. The form factor of it, in my opinion, just fits better. The controller's a little bit wider. You're not gonna, be hitting your thumbs here, and just for the sight of it, I'll let you see it. I didn't have a 360 controller, but I had my Wii U controller, which is pretty much, in my opinion, the same. And you can see here, I for one, I love the Wii U controller. I will put it out there. I do love this Wii U controller. But one of the things I love about it is just the ease of the way it fits in your hand. It's a lot easier to use, a lot easier to grab, a lot easier to play with for long gaming sessions without cramping up. And that's something that I ended up getting a lot with the Dualshock 3. And it just seemed like I was just manhandling the controller. It's just way too small. And just here, everything just feels so much more comfortable. Especially, playing shooter games. I also played a few rounds of Black Ops 2, and just the ease of these triggers in comparison to I guess you can kind of liken. It's still not the same, but just the ease of using these triggers instead of using the DualShock 3 triggers is just night and day, in my opinion. And then we're even going to go down to the sticks. Just the build of it, the difference. There's kind of a different type of grip to it. I really can't explain it. If you played with a PS3 controller and you held the sticks, it does have a decent amount of grip, and it is great for control, but it just seems like this just took it to an entirely different level. I mean, everything just feels tacky. It feels like it sticks even more, like it's sweat resistant. I don't know if it is, but it just feels like it. Also, you have the crisscross design that you really can't. I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but you'll be able to see it there a little bit. It's kind of like a weave design, and it really adds to the grip of everything. which is definitely cool. I really haven't, my hand hasn't sweat that much while using this, and it hasn't really slipped. And even if it did, even when I picked this controller up and my hand was sweating prior to me using it, everything, like, it didn't slide out of my hand. Everything just was great. I didn't have to worry about, damn, I need to wipe my hand off. I could just play with it, and everything was good. So just I don't know. I mean, just everything. I just love this controller. I mean, for the next 10 years, I can use this thing. I also, putting this out there, I do like the Xbox One controller as well. But just for 10 more years of this, it's just purely awesome. The only thing I wasn't able to do when using this with the PlayStation 3, I couldn't use the PlayStation button. So when I wanted to switch a game, since I don't have my PS3 controller with me for some reason, I have no idea where it is, I'd have to turn off my PS3 and then turn it back on just to go ahead and do things. I also had to have the cord plugged in for the time being. They were saying that the PS3 does not support the PS4 controller. It does, as long as it's plugged in. You just won't have the rumble feature, and there's no Bluetooth as well. And then you also have to worry about whether or not it functions with the game. There's a pretty lengthy list that's building on Reddit and just various other places. So I was also able to play Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, so I'm pretty sure Far Cry works as well. But just let me fall back on my Black Ops 2 experience. Yeah, I mean, it just really felt like the experience and the time that I've had on Xbox. Like, I can pick up an Xbox controller, and just with the triggers and everything just works. Everything feels comfortable. I don't really have to move my hands as much as I felt that I had to with like the Dualshock 3 to kind of get comfortable or uncramp my hands. Everything is just there. But that's a long ramble of a whole bunch of different things. Long story short, I love this controller. 10 years of this, no complaints. I actually think I like this controller more than I like the Xbox One controller, and that's saying a lot, because I really love the Xbox controller build all in all. Controller's a little bit wider. It's cool. The controller's bigger, feels heavier, or reposition the weight so it's, I don't know, like more even, or like bottom heavy in this area. But I'm going to stop now, because I'm going to keep on rambling over and over again in long amounts of time. But that is all, guys. This controller is definitely worth it. I love it. It's awesome. If you're going to get a PS4, if you're not going to get a PS4, if you want to still stick with the PS3, I'd definitely say that you should still try to give this one a go and see if you like it. But anyways, that is all. Have fun, take care, enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.